Okay, so recently I've mostly been working on things for my shop. I have an online shop doing lots of like craft stuff, and that's mainly what I've been doing recently. So let me come show you some of the things that I've been working on. So these are some really cool dice that I made. These were commissioned by a customer. They gave me the colors that they wanted to see, and I poured them, and this is how they turned out. I think they look really pretty, even if some of them are a little less sort of like mixed in colours than others. Painting isn't the best, but paint very difficult to get without bubbles. But overall, I think these look really good. Yeah. Here is a big giant dice that I did, which looks really good. This is a big giant dice that went wrong somehow. These are some cute little cat paws that I made with some leftover resin. I'm going to turn these into key rings, or maybe phone charms. I don't know. These are some evolution charms. They're not finished yet. And here they are finished. And they wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Okay, so that's shown you all the resin stuff I've been working on recently. I've still got a bunch of other dice that I haven't cut and finished. I'll probably just skip on those. I'll show you those another time. If you want to check out more of my resin stuff, all of the in-progress shots and the finished shots will get uploaded to my TikTok. I have a TikTok. It's specifically for my shop. It's not for any sort of other stuff on this channel, like the food or the reactions or the playthroughs or anything like that. It is purely for my resin work for my shop. So if you want to go and check that out, I'll put a link down in the description. I'll put the name of the channel up on here, and you can go and check that out for yourself. It also gets reposted to my Instagram, but I'm not very active on my Instagram because I just don't like the layout of Instagram. I only have it because it's arbitrary. But now, the next thing we're going to move on to is another company I've been working with for my shop, and that is Vograce. And they make sort of like acrylic charms, sort of like keychain stickers, things like that. And these are things that I've always wanted to do. I've been wanting to do them for ages, but I've just never really had the disposable income to do it. But thanks to everyone who has supported me on my shop and bought things from my shop, all the money from my shop is going straight back into the business. I'm not taking any profits from it at this point, and I'm putting it all back into buying new stock for my shop. So this is pretty much the first time I feel like I've been able to order things of my own creation. I've only got a couple of things that I've made so far, but I am definitely going to save up for other things, and I've got some pre-orders in my shop as well at the moment. So what I've done with Vograce is I've ordered a sample pack where they show me some samples of all the items that they make. I've ordered 3 different samples of items of my designs, and then I was so happy with what I got from that, I decided to make a full-on order for some acrylic badges that I've made. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you everything that they've sent me. We're going to look at the sort of sample products first, and then we're going to look at my badges. So we're going to switch over to that now. I just have to set up the camera. So one moment, I just need to hang on. Wait. Okay, can we see? Good. So here's the package from Vograce. Nice, simple. And everything inside, we've got all sorts of bits and pieces that we're going to take a look at. So I'm just going to turn these out here, and let's go through it. Okay, so first sample is an acrylic standee. I'm not going to pop this out because this just seems really well put together, and we've got sort of like the background here. There's the pop-out base, and of course the character, and we would just sort of slot it in there. There's please tear off protective film. So yeah, they've got sort of like a protective film on the top of them to sort of prevent scratches. I am going to take it out. not going to take it apart though, I'm just going to have it as it is, but you can feel that there is sort of like a film on top, and sort of you would, oh, one sec, I can, oh, it's better on the back, and you would just peel that off, and that would just, you know, it protects it from getting scratched when being packaged and shipped and things like that. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I don't know if the back is supposed to stand up or if you just use that, but either way, pretty cool print, good design. I'm sure you could make all sorts of like standees and dioramas and things for that. I think I have plans for some of these in the future, maybe making sort of like Dungeons and Dragons minis rather than having figures, just have them on a base and then stand them up like that. The next one is a sort of mini pillow cover, and there we are, it unfolds to that. It's just the cover, you know, you don't get any filling for it, you have to buy it for yourself, so you can put in sort of like cotton or foam or some of those little, you know, the little beads, the little mini micro beads, and it comes with a zipper, so you can just sort of like fill it and empty it yourself. And it is really soft. It's sort of like a minky, almost like microfiber kind of feeling. It's very soft, very silky, and nice bright colors as well. You know, it's a very bold print. It's really on there. It's not faded or anything like that. It's like sort of directly printed onto the fabric. So that's really good. Little mini size as well. I don't know, I'm sure a lot of these are available in like different sizes. I haven't actually looked at the sort of pillow covers myself, but I may look into it at some point, and then you can see what sort of sizes you can get. Perhaps the site even does Dakimakura, I'm not sure, I'll have to check that. Editing CAC, please put in post whether they do Dakimakura covers. Okay. Okay, next up we have the acrylic shaker. And again, it's got the sort of foil film on the top there that you have to peel off to prevent the scratch. Well, it prevents the scratching and then you peel it off. And then what we have is sort of like a claw machine game. And then inside you have like these little characters, these little shaker characters. So they're like the resin shakers that I sell in my shop, but obviously these can be customized with prints on the top, and it's got a different print on the back. Obviously not see-through because it's the back of the machine, but that has a film as well, which is, there's a scratch here, which is good. The film has protected it from that scratch. So yeah, my only sort of thing about these is, oh, it's even blocked off at the bottom, so that they've got the prize door here. That bit is blocked off so that it doesn't go back in. But yeah, my only issue with these is they seem a little bit clunky, because this is pretty big for a keychain. It's like, what, 7 by 5 centimeters, maybe 9 by 5, something like that. So it would seem a bit clunky if you were to have it as like a keychain, but if you had it like a bag charm, I suppose it's okay. But I suppose it's how best you sort of optimize the size of it, because these are quite small charms inside. You can have like very small charms. You can customize the size of the fillers inside here, so you could make this about half the size, and that would still be, you know, sort of like a decent size for the amount of charms that are in there. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on that one. I think I might get some of these. I have an idea for maybe a Kirby one, because the Kirby minigames in the very early games, in order to win extra lives, you'd have to grab them out of like a grabber machine. So I might do something like that with one of those. Next up, we just have a simple clear acrylic keychain. Very simple, see-through, it's double-sided, It comes with the keychain already attached to it, sort of like the key clasp. And again, you can see the colours nice and bright and vibrant, not very faded. And again, double-sided, so the the front matches the back. And this one is just standard clear acrylic, so there's no extra finishing touches on that. Just a nice bold design. Now this one, this one is too big for the packet. It's actually burst out of the packet. This is the connector acrylic charm. So this kind of forms together into one big charm with like dangly little arms and legs for this one. This is like a robot or a space astronaut or something. And again, different design on the back this time. So you've got the face on the front, and on the back, obviously the bow, the jetpack, and things like that. Even the arms and legs are different on the front and back as well. I've just seen, and it's got a little sort of like lace-up design on the side, a zip, and that one hasn't. So yeah, very detailed. So this one, I suppose you can make all sorts of like different designs. This one is like a little person, a little robot or spaceman or whatever it is. But you could also like have them in a line. You could have them sort of like fanned out. So yeah, just a nice little idea of what you could do with this kind of thing. And all the connecting chains, the jump rings, they're all the same colour as well, so they're not mismatched. So yeah, I really like that. And you can see as well, there's no sort of like bleed through of the designs on either side. They're very, very sort of solid. Very nice, that one. I like the idea behind that. So here we have the ultimate sticker pack. There's lots of different things going on here. So the design is pretty much all the same. It's their like little mascot. So the first sticker design is an epoxy dome, which gives it this kind of sort of like raised effect, makes it thicker because it's got a doming over the top. Kind of like a puffy sticker, but it doesn't have the foam in the middle to make it actually puffy and squeezy. But that gives you sort of like your hard, durable sticker. Then after that we have the holographic, which are just your standard rainbow holofoil. And lots of colours in there on a silvery sort of base. Very nice. Next we have, I believe this is gold foil. Yes, this is hot foil stamped. You can get them in different colours, gold, silver, I think also blue and red maybe. But it's just a plain sticker with sort of like the gold sort of stamped on top to give it like an extra sort of like flare of colour to it. The next ones we have, these are just plain vinyl, no special effect on them, they just have a glossy coat on top to make them nice and shiny, weatherproof and durable. Next is the heart holographic effect. Don't know if you can catch it on camera. You can just about see the sparkles are in shapes of hearts, which is very nice, very pretty. These ones are stars. Yep, there we go, just catch it. Different kinds of stars, 4-pointed, 5-pointed, 6-pointed stars, and again in just the holographic rainbow colours. These ones here are matte stickers, same as the vinyl ones, but not glossy, just a standard standard matte, and those are more of the epoxy ones. So yeah, they do a wide range of stickers. They also do puffy stickers, but they were not included in this pack. They do sticker sheets, which I have one of. I'll show you that later. But yeah, lots of different types of stickers depending on the kind of finish you want, metallic, holographic, all sorts of things like that. Next, we're going to go for the wooden keychains. One is plain wood, natural wood, and the other is synthetic wood. And the thing is, I can't really tell the difference between them. So, this one here is natural wood, and this one here is synthetic. And I'm honestly not too sure I can tell the difference. I think the synthetic one is a bit brighter, and the natural wood is darker in colour. Yeah, the natural wood is slightly darker than the synthetic, which is brighter and more sort of like saturated. The synthetic one also does have this sort of like divider down the middle. So overall, in terms of quality, I think they're pretty much identical. They look both the same. It's just the synthetic wood is cheaper. You might notice on the charm as I turn them over, the reverse side has backwards writing. So this, they will tell you on the website when you're ordering, if you have writing on your charm and you want a double-sided, you will have to reverse the writing yourself. So you put in the picture, flip the picture over, and then obviously the writing will be flipped as well. You will have to manually flip that writing back so that it'll come out the right way, otherwise it'll be reversed like it is on here. Okay, so just put these away, make sure I put them back in the right ones. Synthetic goes in synthetic. And natural goes back in natural. Okay. Next, I'm going to take a look at one of these puffy keychains, and these are sort of like candy bags or pillow keychains, I think they also call them. So here we are. With these ones, you get to decide what the wrapper looks like. So for this, we've got sort of like a strawberry drink down here, a little bit of watermelon at the bottom, and sort of like a gumball at the bottom. Inside we have a donut, a cupcake, some anime girl at the back there. There's a slice of strawberry shortcake as well. And that's just sort of like fillers. And you get to put little glitters in as well. Again, you design what the filler pieces are, the acrylics. And then you can also fill it with different kind of glitters. This one just has hollow stars in it. But you can put all sorts of things, stars, moons, hearts, other things like that. They give you a selection of what you can put in there. These ones, I like the idea of them, but I don't like how puffy they are, because I'm scared that if I were to have this on my keychain, it would pop if I tried to squeeze it like in my pocket and there was something else sharp in my pocket, like the keys themselves, that it might just pop. But I like the idea of them. I definitely want to do something with some of these. Oh, hang on. Gotta put them away now. It's sticking to the... Okay, next up we have a translucent keychain, which is, instead of being a clear charm, the plastic, the acrylic itself, is coloured. This one is a rainbow colour. I don't know if it's showing, it's not showing up on camera very well, just because obviously it's translucent so you can see through it. I'll try putting it in this white card here. There we go. You can see it's kind of a rainbow colour. We've got red, blue, yellow at the bottom there, a bit of green, just fading through to each other. And these are slightly different from the rainbow charms, which I'll show you in a moment. I've got one of those. In the colours are static and they don't move and they just are what they are. And I like that. I think that's really nice to just like have just standard colours that are a bit see-through. So this is the rainbow keychain that I just mentioned, and I really like these. I'm going to get some of these done on other things in future. But with this you can see that the rainbow is a bit holographic. Again, it's a bit hard to show just because of the camera, but you can see there it goes from sort of like a pink to a yellow to greens and blues. Just a lot of colours that it shifts between. It's much better when seen in person. It's kind of hard to show on the camera like this, just how cool it is. This one also has epoxy on the front, which gives it sort of like a domed effect. So you can see just from the side there. It's kind of difficult to see, especially to focus in, but it does have sort of like this domed effect over the top. Personally, I'm not a fan of the epoxy effect. I just like them to be flat, standard flat acrylic charms, but some people like it because it gives it like an extra bit of gloss to it and a little bit more depth, but it's just not my kind of thing personally. Okay, so next we have one of the effect charms, and these are holographic epoxy charms. So on the reverse side, it just looks like the regular acrylic, just plain glossy, kind of see-through. You can see a little bit of the holograph coming through, but it's on the other side when you turn it around, when you really get to see the full effect of the star holographic. And it is again epoxy domed, which I think you can see a little better on this one because the way you can see the way that the light hits the edge there, it is domed up with epoxy to give it sort of like that depth again. So very nice. Again, you can get the holographic in different styles: hearts, stars, metallic stamping, all that kind of thing. So again, a lot of nice things that you can do with the charm. Next up, now this is the last sample charm of theirs that they've sent me, and this is the lollipop charm. There we go, we've got holographic design on the top there. This also is domed with epoxy, and it's both sides for this one. Both sides are holographic, both sides are domed. The colour on the inside is a blue-purple gradient. There are other colours and gradients that you can get. I haven't really explored these though, because these, I think they're really cute because they, you know, they look like lollipops. They've even like dressed up like lollipops with little like bows and things on them. I just don't know what I'd do with them. I really love the idea of them. I just don't know how to make it work for me. I don't know what design I can put on to make it like really nice, because again, they're a bit clunky and awkward shaped to be sort of like actual keychains. They look a bit sort of long and unwieldy to be bag charms. So personally, I don't know what you'd do with them. I think they look really nice. I'm just not sure not sure how to get the best out of them. Okay, next up is washi tape. Nice and simple. We all know washi tape. Great collectible stuff. Put lots of different designs on. You can get these ordered in different widths, and I think they come in like different lengths of design, because you have to make a design before it repeats and repeats and repeats. This one is very simple, short design. It's just that. So that is like 5 or 6 centimeters maybe. It's very nice, very simple, very clear, although the white in the middle does seem to blend in the yellow here, but it doesn't really have an outline around it, so that's to be expected, I suppose. I have lots of ideas for washi tapes that I want to make. It's just getting around to actually making them and figuring out how to make a seamless repeating pattern, but I will work on that. Next up, we have sticker sheets. So this is their sticker sheet. You have a background printed. You can get them printed in different sizes, so you can have like A5, A6, C6, things like that. And each of these stickers have like a white outline around them, and that's sort of like where they cut. So you basically designate a cut line around where you want the sticker to be, and they go from sort of like large ones like the characters here right down to little tiny ones. Each of the foods are an individual sticker that you can have, so you can have several different sizes. I'm experimenting at the moment with getting planner stickers printed, because I want them all to be sort of like uniform, the same size, and they all have to be a specific measure in order to fit in the planner sort of like windows, the dates in the book. So I'm getting that sorted out. That might be something I do a video on in future, or at the very least post a TikTok about. Now we're going to move on to my samples, the ones that I sent off to be printed. First of all, some stickers. I just got a sample of some basic matte and gloss vinyl stickers, and this is the Roll with Pride design that I have, sort of like an LGBT Pride sticker for like Dungeons and Dragons, because the Dungeons and Dragons groups I play with, they're very inclusive, very LGBT, and so these were basically made with my friends and my groups in mind. And if people want to buy some for themselves, well, they can. I haven't got these full-size stickers printed just yet. At the moment, they're just on a print-on-demand basis. But again, I will be working with these companies in future to get more of my stuff printed once I have the funds to do so. So that's a nice and simple one, and this is the design, or at least the basis of the design, for the pins that I got printed, which I'll show you in just a moment. Next sample, I decided to go with the rainbow keyring, because as I said, I liked those very much. So here we have Void from Kirby, Void Termina, or at least the Heart of Void, the Void itself. And I decided to go with the rainbow charm because Void is sort of like rainbow colours, changes colours a lot throughout the fight as you fight him. And I decided to go with the Positivity Puyo design that I had, and that is You Are Not Alone. Now, I didn't actually ask for this to be double-sided, but they made it double-sided, which is why it's important to know about the reversed lettering, because as they automatically did double-sided for me, I'm pretty sure it's just the way the sample works to show you how the double-sided is. The reverse side did come out with reversed lettering, which is something I'll have to keep in mind when I make full orders for myself. This little guy I will probably be selling as a B grade, and I'll probably do more of my Positivity Puyos in future if people are interested. If anyone wants to grab this little boy, again, I'll probably put it up as a B grade, and you can get that for yourself. And the last one I did was Transparency, and they didn't actually print it as semi-transparent for me. even though I put it semi-transparent in the file. I think next time I'll have to explicitly ask for it, but I did a Redstone of Aja from JoJo Part 2, which is my favourite JoJo part still, even now. What I wanted was for the middle to be sort of like semi-see-through, so that you could see through the translucent, because it is a translucent charm. You can just see my finger moving behind it there very slightly. And I wanted you to be able to see through the middle as well, but unfortunately you can't. It was printed solid. Even if I hold it up to the light, it's just completely solid. So if I do this again in future, I'll have to be a bit more explicit about the central gem being see-through, being semi-transparent. But other than that, I think it's great. It's very glossy, very shiny. The red is a nice vibrant red. So yeah, I think I'll definitely come back and try these again in future with the knowledge that I now have from these samples. So very good. So to finish up the video, I'm going to show you what I actually have printed, and that's my Roll with Pride badges. So I ordered 100 of these pins, and the good thing is you can divide that 100 between as many designs as you want to upload. So basically I thought it would be a nice round number to have 10 of each of my 10 designs. So in here I've got sort of like Rainbow Pride, I've got lesbian, I've got non-binary, I've got demisexual, asexual, bisexual, pansexual, transgender, all sorts of things like that. And there are plenty of other flags out there, I'm sure, that I am quite willing to make designs of if people ask for them. It's just that for the first 10 I ordered sort of like the main 10 that I could think of. And let's just pick out the first one I've got. They came all together sort of like mixed up. I eventually had to sort them out into bags myself, and I labelled them using my label maker that I have, because I have one of those now. The good thing with these is they didn't just send 10 of each design. Some designs had a couple of extras, so I got at least 11 pins for each one of these designs. Some I got 12, so I ended up with more than the 100 that I paid for, which, you know, is great. So let's just take them out. They each come individually wrapped in their own little baggie. They don't come with pin backs, unfortunately. You can order sort of like packaging from Vograce, but it seems to be mostly keyring packages, so they look taller than they would be for pins. Maybe they'll do pin backs that you can design in the future, but either way, at this stage I'm going to have to back all of these myself. So that's something, I don't mind doing that. It's a bit of the creative process, really. So we're just going to take them out. So I've got pansexual for this one, so which is known for having bright colours. So there they are, pink to yellow to blue. Unfortunately, the pink came looking out a little more red than it should. Although, if you look at it like in better light, the camera doesn't pick the light up very well. You can see the pink in better light, but still, very vibrant colours, very nice, very sort of like smooth finish. I've got like backings. You can choose what sort of like clasp you have on the back. They're all sort of rubber backed though, no metal ones, which is fine. But there we are, there's the pin, and it's just the one pin there. And it's actually pretty tight, considering it's just like a plastic rubber back. It's pretty tight, it's pretty sort of like durable. I'm actually pulling quite hard to get that off. And again, each individual one is coated with a little layer of film to protect it from scratches. It can be difficult to get off at first, but just sort of like scrape away at the edge. You peel that off, and that gives you the nice, clear, shiny finish that you expect from your badges. So yes, these are all up on my shop now. All of these badges, they are ready to go. Some of the other items I am listing as pre-orders, if you go and grab some pre-orders now, they'll probably ship out in like a couple of months, because it'll give me time to get the funds together, send off the order will arrive, and then I'll sort everything that arrives here. But yeah, so I'm really happy with the designs I've received here, and I'll definitely be working with these in future to make some more stickers, some more acrylics, and more importantly, more affordable stickers, because the company that I'm using for stickers at the moment is Print on Demand, and Print on Demand can be very expensive because they have to charge the full amount for shipping each time, whereas if I get a bunch of stickers printed up in advance, they only send me one shipping cost, and then I will cover the shipping cost myself when sending those stickers out individually. So in the long run, it'll work out a lot better. But yeah, that is it for Vograce. So yes, that is everything I've been working on for like the past couple of months or so, just like bits and pieces. A lot of the stuff I've been doing is for orders, like in the first half with the resin and the dice. That was stuff that people have ordered from me, and it's stuff that you can get for yourself as well. A lot of my stuff is customizable, so you can like choose your own colors, your own designs, things like that. So if you maybe want to grab something that you've seen here today, like one of the charms, one of the resin pieces, some dice, anything like that, I'll put a link to my shop down in the description in the video, and you can go and check that out for yourself. But I am trying to get back on top with posting other videos as well. I now have access to the community tab, which I'm really happy about, because I can actually post updates without having to give videos and things. But it's mostly me just having to edit videos. I've got a lot of stuff recorded, I just need the time to actually edit it into a video. I'm still going through an old hard drive from 2020 that I found, because the old hard drive was wiped completely at one point, but I was able to use like recovery software, picked up a bunch of stuff, not everything unfortunately, but there is some really old stuff back from 2020, like early days of the pandemic and things like that, and lockdown. So if you see me mentioning lockdown in future videos, just remember that the video came from the past. So yeah, thank you all for joining me. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do like, comment and subscribe, and let me know down below what you thought, and also let me know if you want to check out anything in my shop, or if there's anything you want to see from me in the future, because I'm always looking for ideas and new things to work on. Also, please do let me know if there are any other games you'd like me to play, any videos you'd like me to watch and react to, any challenges you'd like me to do, or any taste tests that you'd like my opinion on, or if you just want to ask a question or say hello, then let me know down below. It's nice to know that I'm not alone out here. So until next time, thank you for joining me, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Leave a comment on video with your thoughts and what you'd like to see. If you like my stuff, hit subscribe and help hit my channel's goals. And don't forget to share, tell your friends, and help me hit my current sub goals so I can give back to you guys too. See you next time.